How is it going, everybody? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. I am back with another video for you all, and today we are making a beer cheese soup. We are going to keep it simple, we're going to keep it easy. This is definitely one of my favorite soups ever because it's creamy, it's cheesy, it's oh so delicious. Definitely try this recipe out at home. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, we are getting started. First things first, I'm gonna grab my Dutch oven. You do not have to use a Dutch oven. You can just use a regular pot or pan on the stove top. But I really enjoy cooking in my Dutch oven, so that's why I'm grabbing it today. We gone now. Go ahead and throw about a tablespoon of butter in the bottom of the Dutch oven. We're just gonna let that melt down. Once all the butter has melted, we're gonna go ahead and throw our bacon in there. That bacon is gonna cook until crispy. So just go ahead and crumble it up a little bit as it cooks. Once that bacon has cooked through and it's looking nice and crispy, we set it off to the side and we start working on our roux. To make our roux, we're going to grab a little bit of flour. Go ahead and throw in about 3 tablespoons of flour into the bottom of the Dutch oven. And then we're also going to throw in about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now, you could just use all flour, but I like to add the cornstarch because it just gives it a little bit of a different texture. It's just a little secret for you. We're going to go ahead and mix that around. Get that incorporated well. And then we're going to slowly start adding our milk to it. As we add the milk, we're going to mix it around. Make sure that there's no lumps. And once all the milk has been added and it's kind of thickening a little bit, we're going to go ahead and throw our chicken broth in there. And then we continue to mix it around to make sure that everything is incorporated well. Once that's starting to thicken a little bit more, we're going to go ahead and throw in our shredded cheddar cheese, and we're going to go ahead and mix it around. Mix it around until all the cheese has melted, and then we're going to go ahead and throw in our cream cheese. Again, mixing it around until the cream cheese has melted. Once everything has melted and the sauce is thickening, we're going to go ahead and turn the heat on to medium-low, and then we're going to slowly start adding in our beer. As we add the beer, we're going to mix it around to make sure that it's fully incorporated. And we do this in stages just so that the beer doesn't cook off too fast. Once all the beer has been added, we're going to go ahead and let it boil. Now, while that is boiling, we're going to go ahead and grab our other pan. And we go ahead and throw a couple tablespoons of butter in the bottom of the pan. Once all the butter has melted, we're going to go ahead and throw our diced onion in there. We're going to dice our onion pretty small. That onion is just going to cook down until softened. Now, once the onion has softened, we're going to go ahead and throw our garlic in there. The garlic is just going to cook down until fragrant. Now, after the garlic has become fragrant, we go ahead and throw it into the blender with the milk and some salt and pepper. We're going to blend that up until it's smooth. Then we're going to go ahead and pour it into the soup. We're going to mix it around to make sure that it's incorporated well. We're going to let that boil, and now we're just going to reduce the heat to low. We're going to add some salt and pepper to taste, and then we're going to let that simmer on low for about 15 minutes. During the last 5 minutes of simmering, we're going to go ahead and grab a cup, and we're gonna go ahead and mix it around to make sure that the consistency is good. If it's too thick, we can add a little bit more beer, or if it's too thin, we can add a little bit more of the roux. But it really should be thickening by the end, because we have cornstarch in there, so that's going to help thicken it up quite a bit. After it's simmered for the full 15 minutes, we're going to go ahead and turn the heat off. We're going to go ahead and serve it up. I'm going to serve it up in these little soup cups. These things are so cute. They're from Walmart. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. And then we're going to top it with some of the crispy bacon that we cooked earlier. And I actually even topped it with some more cheese. You guys know that I love cheese, so obviously I had to add more cheese. But you don't have to put more cheese on there if you don't want to. It just depends on how cheesy you want it to be. But this is the final product. This right here is a creamy, cheesy, oh so delicious beer cheese soup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you have any other video suggestions, please leave those in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.